Hello there, it's Harit from Bonsai Labs. In today's video, I will show you how to create an Instagram follow button using Material UI. If you have an Instagram account, you may have seen these cards to follow users on Instagram. How about we create this card today using React.js and Material UI? In order to make the code manageable, I have divided it into smaller components. The first one will be called header, which will contain the cross icon. The second one will be called channel photo, that will contain the photo of the user. The third one will be called channel username. This will contain two items, the username and the verified icon. Next up, I will create channel name component which will contain the name of the channel. And finally, we will have a follow button component which users click to follow a certain user on Instagram. So let's go ahead and create this card. I will open up the code sandbox to create this card. We will use the official React template which is created by the Code Sandbox team. Once the app is ready, I will first increase the font size so that it gets easier for you and me to follow the code as I write it. Next, in app.js, we can see the boilerplate code, which is what is displayed on the right-hand side browser as the output. I will first create a new JSX file called instafollow.jsx. This is where I will write the complete code for the Instagram follow card. For now, I will import the React dependency and create a component that will return coming soon in h1 heading. Next, I will go to app.js, remove the boilerplate code and add instafollow component so that it is called now. Once I do that, we can see the coming soon output in the browser. Great. I will now add the dependency for Material UI core and Material UI icons, which will be used in the creation of the card. Now I will go to the instafollow.jsx file. I will first replace this code with the grid container and add the import for Material UI core. This is because the card has items which needs to be contained inside a box, and I will leverage Material UI grid system for that. Next up, I will place 5 components inside grid, one for each subcomponent that we saw previously. These components do not exist and we will write them in just a few moments. For now, I will comment out all others except header. I will create a component called header, which returns H6 typography component and the text is header. I will also add the missing import. With that, we can see that the errors are gone and we can see header text in the browser. We will do the same thing for all other components for now, just so that we can call them and remove the commented out code. This will help us replace the implementation one component at a time. However, as we see, all these components are placed next to each other, which is not what we want. We want them to be aligned vertically with one component per row. For that, we will set the direction property of grid to be column. By default, the value is row, which is why the elements were aligned one after the another in the row. After the change, we can see all elements are coming one after the another vertically aligned. But this looks no way closer to our Instagram card component, right? There are no borders, so we don't even know how wide the component is. The time has come when we need to add some styles. I will first import make styles from Material UI core. Next, I will create a useStyleConst that will call makeStyles function passing a higher order function. The higher order function takes the theme object and returns an object. This is where we will add our styles for the card. I will first add the style for root. I will apply the root style to our grid container in just a moment. I've added 4 properties here: the gray border, the padding around the content, the border radius to give a curve around the border, and a max width to fit all the content inside the container. Now, I will create a class variable and call the useStyles method. Then, I will use the class name property on the grid container and assign classes.root to it. And bam! Here you see the output as a card with 5 rows inside it. Now that we have the structure of the Instagram follow card, let's work on the header component. I will make the header a grid container with one grid item. I put a grid breakpoint with excess with a value of 1 out of 12 point in a grid system. Then I will import the clear icon from Material UI icon and call it a clear icon. Then I will use this clear icon inside the grid item, and as we can confirm, it appears on the output now. But it should be on the right side instead of left, right? Let's change the container settings using the justify property with the value of flex end. With this, we can see that the clear icon now shifts to the right, the way we wanted. But it looks bigger and it's not gray in color, so let's add few styles. Back in our makeStyles method, I will add a new property called header. I will apply 2 styles here. First, I will add a color property and assign a gray color theme with a 400 variant. Next, I will set the height to be 15 pixels to make it smaller. Great, let's assign this a style next. Back in our component, I will add classes prop to header and pass the value classes to it. Then in our header component, I will accept classes prop. I will use class name property on the clear icon and assign the value of classes.header to it. And as we can see, the clear icon with the gray color and smaller in size, just how it looks in the Instagram follow card. Moving on, let's implement the channel photo component. Here, I will return the avatar component provided by Material UI. I'm using alt property and src refers to the image of National Geographic. I will add the import for avatar from Material UI here. And we can see that the avatar image popped up in our grid container. Cool. It looks smaller than what we need here, so let's add some styles to it. I will first add a way in the component to receive the classes prop. Then I will use the classes.avatar property to assign styles to our component. I will also pass the classes prop to the channel photo from our top level grid container. And then I will add a new property called avatar in our makeStyles method. I will add a width and height property and assign the spacing value using theme.spacing method provided by Material UI with a value of 7. But wait, our photo still looks the same. Oh, it's because in avatar component I uses classes instead of a class name property. Once I change that, we can see that our photo is larger than before. But somehow it doesn't align in the center of the grid container. For that, I will use align items property on top level grid with the value of center. And this will bring all the items in the center of the grid container. Cool. So we have header and channel photo ready. Let's work on the channel username next. Now this component contains two things, a text value and an image with arrow sign. So first I will add the icon to the src folder called verified.png. Then I will import this image and call it verified. Now we are ready to work on the channel username component. I will replace the existing implementation with another grid container. Let's review what's going on. The top level grid container contains two grid items. The first grid item contains access breakpoint with a value of 3. It contains a typography component with body2 variant and prints a value of Nat Geo. The next grid item contains the access breakpoint with a value of 1 and it contains the image tag with the value of verified image. Overall, in this container, we keep things aligned in center using justify and align items property of container to be center. To keep enough space between the two grid items, I have used the spacing property on container with a value of 5. But hang on, this breaks our entire component with this large verified image. It's time to add some styles to channel username. I will first add classes props on the component and add a class name property to image with the value of classes.verified. Next, I will pass on the classes prop to channel username from our top level component. And finally in our makeStyles method, I will add a new property called verified. I will add a height property with a value of 20. And with that, we can see that verified icon looks smaller and the way we want it. I will also add a new property called channel username to make the font weight bold using the theme.typography.fontweightBold property. Now let's put this property to use. Back in our channel username component, I will add a class name property to typography component with the value of classes.channelUsername. And with that, we can see that the username is now bold. But there is very less space between the image above and the username. So let's add some space between them. I will wrap the avatar component in div and add a class name property with the value of classes.photoContainer. Then in the makeStyles, I will add a new property called photoContainer. I will add margin bottom property with theme.spacing of 1. And with that, we can see this space added between two components. And probably adding a space value of 2 makes much better view than the spacing of 1. So we'll keep that. Now let's work on the channel name property. It returns a typography component with text secondary color, making it gray, and also variant of caption, which makes the text small, as we can confirm here. And finally, let's create the follow button component. I replace its implementation to return a button component. I use the disable elevation property to hide any shadows beneath the button. I use the primary color for the button and a contain variant, which fills the primary color in the button. I also make the button small, considering the follow card is not big in general. Now I will add the import of button component from Material UI Core, and as we can confirm that the button shows up. The button and the channel name have less space in between, so let's fix that now. I will wrap the channel name inside a div and assign its property class name the value of classes.channelNameContainer. I will also add classes prop to the component. Then in the top level grid component, I will pass the classes prop to channel name component. Then in the makestyles, I will add a new property called channel name container. I will add a margin button property with a theme.spacing of 1. I will also stretch our follow button. For that, I will add a new property called follow button. In this, first I will set the text transform property to none because I want the text label follow to be exactly same as in the Instagram component, not in all caps. Then I will add a padding right and padding left with a theme.spacing of 6. I will also change the font weight property to be medium using the theme.typography.fontWeight medium. Next, we will use this property. First, we will pass the classes prop to follow button. Then in a follow button component, I will first accept the classes prop. Then I will add the class name property to button and add the value of classes.followButton. And here you go. We have completed creating our Instagram follow card using React and Material UI. We can go to the full browser window and compare our implementation with our desired version. Not bad, right? Now, you may see that the button colors are different and the font family looks different too, right? Yes, and that's where we can work to customize our theme to match exactly with what we need. If you are a developer and interested in learning this cool stuff, look no further place than our Material UI with React course at Bonsai Labs. You can find the link in the description below. You can watch out the trailer to find out what's covered. It's got the review from the library author itself. At this page, you can find the detailed description of the course, the complete syllabus, and reviews from other learners who have taken this course. Best of all, you can watch all free videos of the course on the website itself. So make sure to click on the link in the description below and check out yourself. Thank you for your time, and I will see you again in the future with a new hands-on demo video. Take care.